always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Third scrimmage, the final scrimmage of the offseason. Because you know Miami play UAB on September 10th. That's a Thursday at 8 o'clock. Now this game could be on either two channels, either on the ACC network or on ESPN, depending on how the basketball season, the bubble is going. But keep it in mind that most likely it'll be on the ACC network. Hold up, pause. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed. Let's get it, man. We lit over here. Hurricane season is among us. Join me, join the channel. Let's go. Now, before we get into some of the stats from the scrimmage, which is scrimmage number 3, by the way, Nebraska linebacker Keyshawn Green has hit the transfer portal. Now, if you know Keyshawn Green, then you know Miami was recruiting this guy. He eventually picked Nebraska, and amongst two other names, they're hitting the transfer portal. These are Florida natives. Should Miami go after any of these guys? Would they even be waived to even play this season? So Jordan Francois and Henry Gray. Those are names that, with Miami fans, we probably know. Or some probably don't even remember them now because they chose Nebraska over Miami. But these guys are in the transfer portal. Should Miami go after them? Plain and simple. Let me know how you feel. Leave it in the comment section. So at this moment, we do not have all the stats, but we do have some of it. So I'll give you some of what we have right now. Mike Harley went 5 for 78 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Payton, 3 for 95 yards and a touchdown. Mark Pope went 4 for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cameron Harris and Will Mallory both had a touchdown catch. And Michael Redden had 2 touchdowns. Nesta Silvera, 1 sack. Quincy Roche, 1 sack. Cameron Williams and Sam Brooks, 1 sack. And Jared Harrison Hunt, 2 sacks. And last, we have Mr. D'Eriq King. D'Eriq King went 24 for 34 for 333 yards passing with 6 touchdowns to add to that. He also rushed for 84 yards on the ground. Now at this moment we do not have any information on the backup quarterbacks, the backup running backs with Chaney and Knighton. But as you know, sometime during the week more of this information will come out. But by then it'll probably be game time. Now decisions are to be made. Who's going to be the starters? Who's going to be the backup players? I'm going to let you guys decide. Backup quarterback for D'Eriq King, put it in the comment section below. Perry, Tyler Van Dyke, Tate Martell. Now they say you do perform better when greatness is around. And for sure, one of the greatest to ever play the game was right there watching, observing. Need I say, Ed Reed, the GOAT. Now, although we don't have stats on Brevin Jordan, we do have a photo of him making an epic catch. So we do not know the stats of how many catches he had or how many yards he had, but he did have some role in this scrimmage. Now, over the week, photos of our offensive line and our defensive line has been hitting the waves. These guys have been putting in work in the weight room, in conditioning, you name it, they have been putting in work. Also, you have Cameron Harris. As you can see by checking out the back, dude has been putting in massive work. Feely has been putting in work. These guys, conditioning, strength, weight room training and all of that as you can see, is paying off. Now, me personally, I think Miami is ready for UAB, but during the scrimmage, Manny Diaz decided that he wanted to emulate playing UAB. Now, according to Manny Diaz, in a post-game interview, he said that he wanted to create a hostile environment in where he started off the game, Miami being down 24-0, and to see if the guys will be bummed out or will they, stand strong and battle back. And at the end of it, he was pretty impressed. Especially with Derek King.
Felt great to be back at Hard Rock Stadium. I was pleased with the night. We've got to be ready to go on Thursday. We started down 24-0. Derek was very sharp. 24 for 34 for 330 and 6 touchdown passes, and then 94 rushes for 84 yards.